driving to a volunteer event that my partner Miles is putting on. If you didn't know, Miles is a bassoon player. Bassoon is a double reed instrument, which means that they make sound by like putting two tiny pieces of wood together. Oboe's like that too. Most professional bassoon and oboe players make their own reeds, and they do that by like sculpting reeds out of like tube cane, which is like, it looks kind of like bamboo. So most of the time, like the plant that they use to do that is shipped in from Europe where it's cultivated. Miles is also super into environmental stuff, and he realized that the plant that they're using is an invasive species in California. So basically he's rounded up a bunch of people. Some of them are musicians, some of them are his like environmental friends. And we're all driving right now to a marshy area where this conservancy is trying to remove the invasive species. So we're going to try to tear out some of these reeds and then also take them, try to process them to be made into bassoon reeds. I guess it's something that no one really does. Like there's a handful of people that have tried to do this. So Miles is hoping that we harvest enough of this plant to be able to turn into bassoon reeds and then sell them. I feel like it's kind of a genius business idea. I mean, it's like pairing his two interests. So anyway, he left to go set it up really early this morning, so I'm driving down a little bit later. But I wanted to take you guys with me. I know it's not French horn related, but it's music related and it's kind of cool. I feel like it's a really good idea, and I'm really excited to get started. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, I'm back. I got way dirtier than I thought I was gonna get, so I showered and I feel back to normal. That was a really cool experience. I don't think I took enough footage, so I'm so sorry. But I'll just kind of like explain what happened. So basically Miles had this idea to partner with a land conservancy or a land trust around us. So he reached out to a bunch of places. He volunteers every single week with an organization near us called Tree People, where he basically like plants native plants and removes invasive species for them. So he reached out to a bunch of organizations all across Southern California. This one was for the Ventura Land Trust, which is about an hour outside of LA. Basically he like emailed them and was like, hey, I'm a bassoon player. This invasive species is the plant that we use to make reeds. Would you be okay if I got a big group of people and helped to remove it and took some reed cane back to process it? It sounded like almost all of the organizations were really enthusiastic about it, but this one, the Ventura Land Trust, they got back to him really quickly and they were like, absolutely, we'll set you up for life with reed cane. So he just, you know, got everything together for it. So far, he's only found like a handful of people that make their own reeds from reed cane that they've harvested in the United States. For some reason, most bassoon and oboe reed cane comes from Europe where it's cultivated. So it's not usually harvested in the wild. But Miles did know one person who he knew like went and harvested his cane in California. So I know he like reached out to him to try to get like the tricks of the trade, and it was kind of like secretive, like no one wants to give out their secrets about how this works. But basically you're supposed to harvest the cane in the winter when the plant is dormant and it's nice and cold. So you basically cut down all the stalks like you saw us doing. Then you store it inside, like out of direct sunlight for a few months until summertime. Then you roll it all out and let it dry in the sun during the California summer. So basically what we did today was we chopped the cane down, and then the people that were working with us from the land trust had this like specific herbicide that's not toxic to any other plants but is toxic to the invasive species, and you can only kill the plant by applying it to the like freshly cut off portion of the stalk. So basically we would cut and then they would apply it to the root portion of it. And we ended up getting like way more cane than we expected. We completely filled up Miles's car. I'll put a picture up of it. A bunch of other bassoon players came and filled up their cars too. So yeah, I think it was like extremely successful. It went really well. Right now Miles is driving to drop all of the reed cane off at his mom's house because she has kind of a big property in a shed that she's not using, so it's perfect. So he's just gonna store it there until the summertime, and then he's gonna try to dry it out and process all of the cane and see if he can make bassoon reeds out of it. I don't know, I'm just so proud of him. I think it's like the most incredible idea, and I can't believe no one's done it before. I really, really hope that it works, because I feel like it's just such a good idea and it pairs both of his interests so well. And you know, you're doing a good thing for the planet, so it's so cool. Anyway, I know this is not French horn related, so if you're here for the French horn stuff, I'm gonna continue the vlog now. I've been in such a lazy mood. I don't know if it's just because of the holidays, like I just want to chill, but I've been in such a lazy mood. I have not cleaned the house in like a week. It's been such a struggle to force myself to practice. Like, I'm usually pretty good about it. I'm usually like, yeah, let's practice, let's play scales, let's record stuff. I do not want to do any of that right now. So I'm trying to honor that while still making sure that I continue Vlogmas, because I know I've missed a few days here. So yeah, I'm gonna clean my house right now, and then I'm going to practice a little bit. I'll take you guys with me, then I'm gonna go for a walk, and then hopefully I can get Miles to go out to dinner with me. I really want to go out to eat tonight. I'm usually like a stay at home and cuddle up on the couch kind of girl, but I just want to be out. Anyway, thank you guys for coming with me on the bassoon journey. Let's go do some French horn stuff. I need a little bit of a pick-me-up before I practice. So I got sent these little like sticks of hot chocolate. They're from Sipology. It's not sponsored, they just sent it to me, but it looks to me like they're all just like a healthier alternative to hot chocolate. Like most of these have stevia in them. They sent me a variety pack of like 10 different options. They have amaretto hot chocolate, ooh, apple pie functional latte, sweet tiramisu matcha. I don't know about espresso and chocolate and matcha in the same thing. What's a functional latte? Since it's Vlogmas, we're gonna do peppermint hot chocolate and see how that is. I'm gonna add some almond milk. That looks nice and dark. I like a dark hot chocolate. Nice power lines, but I can tell that sunset's gonna be so nice in a couple minutes. I definitely put too much water. It's not super sweet, which I like, so I think Sipology is a win. Thank you for sending me your products. I'm gonna finish that and go on a walk, and then we'll get to practicing for the night. I literally want to do anything but practice right now. Oh my god, I want to watch this so bad. They just added it onto Peacock. This is like completely off topic, but I have a really strong fascination with the Catholic Church. I had the rare experience of growing up completely non-denominational, which I feel pretty fortunate to have had that experience and be able to like choose my beliefs for myself. I am fascinated by the Catholic Church. It makes no sense to me. Sorry, my lighting was so bad there. It's almost like watching true crime. But anyway, I want to watch this movie so bad because the guy who plays like the main character, I think he's I think he's playing the Pope. That guy is also Voldemort, and he was also in The Menu. I think you pronounce his name as Rafe Fiennes? Is that right? I am just obsessed with this man. There are a few actors that I feel really strongly about. He is one of them. I love everything that he does. I can't think of anyone else. Like, there's just something about this guy. Like, every time I see him in something, I have to watch it. There's a really random British actor. What's his name? I don't even know his name. Like, what the hell? That is so random. Like, the only thing this guy has been in is like Paddington, but I'm obsessed with him. I watched literally everything he's been in. He was in a show I watched when I was like a teenager called The Hour, and it was a BBC show. And it's such a good show and no one knows about it. He's in a show on Netflix right now called Black Doves, which is super good, and it's like #1 on Netflix right now, but you should watch it too. That one's awesome. Okay, I've totally derailed myself. I meant to tell you that whenever I'm like, I don't want to fucking play my French horn right now, I always put on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That seems to work really well because it's like light enough to where I don't actually have to pay attention, but it keeps my mind busy while I play my scales. I feel like some band director, some music teacher is gonna yell at me and be like, why are you telling my students that they can watch TV while they practice? And to that I say, girl, have you tried it? If I have a season of Real Housewives on, I can sit here and play scales for like 3 hours.